Hello, in this video we're going to talk about forecast accuracy. Today is April 2020. We've been making plans, sales plans and forecasting for more than a couple of weeks, and we want to look over the shoulder and measure how accurate these plans have been. To do that, we type in accuracy. I think I already have that in my recent searches, yes. And what I find in accuracy is the report published sales plan accuracy. And let's make things a bit more precise. Sales plan is the combination of the regular sales and the promotional sales. It's that combination that is the input to operations. So we're trying to measure here how accurate are we providing input to operations. Operations being the team that makes sure that the product, the right amount, is in the right warehouse at the right time. And then which ones of the sales plans are we going to measure the accuracy of? Well, again, that's the published sales plan towards what are we providing as input to operations. Now, I won't hold you in suspense much longer. If I open the report, then what am I seeing? Let's give me a bit more products there. I've put it on the product level, as you can see here. And you see lots of numbers and some colors, and in areas where things are green, everything is okay, and where things are yellow and orange and maybe red, I'm not so happy about what has happened. But I see a lot of numbers, and I was talking about accuracy, so let's zoom in on accuracy only, and that then gives me this picture. Now this picture already tells me something, because I can see that in the Christmas week 52, but also around the Valentine season, the accuracy is much lower than in the other periods, which indicates that in that period when there's a lot of activity in the chocolate business, in the chocolate world going on, we don't seem to have things totally under control, which is already a piece of information that I may want to carry back to my business process. I can also see this graphically, and I will just press F3. I think it's better to see this in lines, and also that chart somewhat confirms that beginning of the year it's okay, Christmas week it's not very okay, then it dips and it climbs up a bit. Another question is always, how long in advance is my number okay? And that points to this filter here, which is the lag days. This lag days is default set to 7. And that means that if I see this 96%, it means that 7 days before week 1 started, this was compared to the actuals, it was 96%. So it was almost spot on. If I would go like 21 days in advance, it's a bit more difficult to predict it correctly. And you might see the numbers come down if you set this to 21. Now, to the question, at which level do I look at this? I'm now looking at it from the product level. It depends, of course, the question that you want to answer, which is the appropriate level to look at things. If you want to know exactly how much you need to put in which warehouse, and not every warehouse is, every client, every customer is served from the same warehouse, then of course you need to weave some of the customer dimension into the mix. Maybe not the customer itself, but at least a region of customers all being served from the same warehouse. If your question is it accurate enough to plan my chocolate supply, my milk chocolate, my dark chocolate, and my almond chocolate, then maybe just summing it up to the 3 different chocolate types or the 5 different chocolate types is enough. And the good thing of this report is you can do all that via the report settings menu. And let's make that move for you a little bit in this video. Let's say I'm interested in it per country. So I put the country code and then somewhere over here, the country itself, so that I know which one is which. And you know what? Let's do a really high level. Let's see which country forecasts better than other countries. Let's see this in a chart again. Well, most countries are roughly similar, although this United States, I think, is a bit different. But there's one really oddball out, which is the UK, and that probably has something to do with change in the business process. Let's not assume that the UK cannot plan their sales at all. There's probably been a rearrangement of numbers, so I think we should consider UK for now as an outlier in this report. But I hope this idea makes it clear that you can look at things at different levels, because you're now suddenly summing up all the products that are being sold to customers in Belgium, and you're just going to say overall what's the accuracy at which that chocolate volume is being forecasted. I certainly recommend you to read the F1 help of this report, which you can also grow a little bit, and you can take this one to the side or maybe put it on your other monitor. because these filters over here, accuracy above, accuracy below, evaluation start, the tick mark always, all that is dedicated to a requirement that you may have to find which ones are my good forecasts, good sales plans, and which ones are my bad ones. And if you have a long list, when you go back to the product level again, then you may want to zoom in a little bit on your good guys and bad guys, as I always call them. And those filters that I just mentioned are there to help you on that. I'm not going to demonstrate all these filters, just inform you that these filters are there to help you get some structure into longer lists and helping you to find the good ones and the bad ones. I hope you find this enough for now, and I've sparked your curiosity to take a very good look at this detailed explanation. Thank you, and see you in the next lesson. Bye.